everybody, because even our radio stations, we pay them to do the financial tip in the morning, and they repeat for us in the afternoon. So we have to count that as partnership also. So we over 25 going. So hats off to us in Dominica, the most partners in the region. And so we're going to start. I was on a Creole program, and a lot of the questions, it is so difficult to open a commercial bank account. What the commercial bank wants, they want you to bring your dead grandmother back. So tell us, we are starting with that. Tell us exactly what is required to open a bank account. And I will tell you why we are going that way. Our theme is financial investing. And we're saying we're moving from just saving money to investing. But if people do not realize, there are a sector of the society, they do not even have credit union accounts or commercial bank accounts. And we need to get them into the banking system. And we're talking about low-risk people. We're talking about people that are genuinely working hard. I just met a barber, and he told me he has been trying, and he wants to open an account, he's working. So tell me what it is they require to open a commercial bank account at National Bank.
Great. So firstly, let me just add that as your financial partner, our first goal is to protect you as a customer. So while customers may feel that, we're asking for a lot, it is to safeguard you. All right? So I have right there, because we talked about it, remember, you mentioned it, the requirements to open accounts. So I'll just touch on the general requirements for Dominicans, because we're going to have different requirements.
That's
for
right.
those who live overseas or those who are non-nationals. Okay?
Right.
So yes, for sure, right now we require 2 IDs, photo IDs, which includes your passport and your social security card to open the account. Okay?
And we're going step by step.
And
the reason is because they seem to say, oh, you all make it, Shema, you make it seem so easy when you come and you say, but, okay, so a Dominican, 2 IDs.
Yes. Right.
The person doesn't have a passport because they're not intending to travel anywhere, and they do not have a social security card. They do not have a driver's license.
They have no identification at all.
Really, no identification, because we do not have national ID. So we have a young man or a young woman, no driver's license, he doesn't have a vehicle, no social because he's not really working yet, and no passport. And I put it all on this spot because these are the questions I get.
Right.
So is he able or is he not able because of that?
What I'm going to say, Shema, we need some
form of ID. Yes, I agree.
As guided by ECCB ourselves.
And not just SLA, the anti-money laundering and know your customers.
And if you are working, you want to change your check, you need an ID to change your check. So we would recommend that
you at least have a social security.
If you're working, you're going to be paying social security, whether
exactly.
you're self-employed or not.
And the passport is also important. You can never tell when you need to do some
travel.
medical overseas. So we always encourage people to apply for their passport.
But of course, we are flexible. So if you do not have a passport, we're not saying to you to go and apply for a passport. We will work with our customers.
Okay. And especially if they are low-risk customers, because that's something new that we're bringing out there. If the bank would have its criteria, and if it's a low-risk customer, they can look at that.
So who you're speaking about is the unbanked, essentially.
Exactly.
And these are the people we really want you to become a member, a customer of NBD. So we will work with you. So at least if you have your social security card, come to us and let's take it from there.
Okay.
So that's step 1,
So
ID.
that's step 1, right. So we have an ID.
Yes. Step 2, proof of address.
Yes.
POA. Okay. So recent utility bill, no older than 6 months. Okay, your driver's license. So that's a third ID can come into play. All right. If you have a lease agreement or a rental agreement, we can also use that
as proof of address. Also, that's good to know.
And I mean, it's wise to keep your eggs in different baskets, so you don't lay everything in one basket. So if you have a credit union account or another commercial bank account, we can use a statement as proof of address.
Okay, so that's reasonable. Now, I had a lady, because I'm representing all my people that speak to me, come up to me on the road.
And then, Shoma, just to clarify the utility bill, it's not the receipt, because some people ask if they can bring their receipt.
No,
it's
it's
not
the
the receipt,
bill
it's your
itself.
bill you
The
get,
bill.
you use the service, and at the end of the month, they send you that bill. So
Right.
it's a bill.
So we have this situation where a young man is working, he's living at his parents' home, so there's no bill in his name. Right? So he just had to work, so he has his social security card. You know, boys like to drive, so he maybe have a license or he has a passport. So the ID is covered. But the proof of address, he has, the phone is prepaid, you know, that's what we use, prepaid, most of us. So he doesn't have a postpaid account. The light is not in his name, that's the electricity. The water is not in his name. The internet, all of that is in the parent's name. What can he present as a proof of address? That's his first account.
Right. So,
Yes, I was just saying, they can always go to the village council.
Thank you very much.
And ask them to prepare letters stating that they live in that particular village.
Okay.
So that will serve as a proof of
Right.
address.
And for the young people, because I've seen that the parent can write a letter saying, this is my son, my son lives with me, and then this is the proof of my address.
right. So actually, we would need the birth certificate to prove that
That's
your
my son. Okay.
along with your proof of address
Okay.
as a parent.
So that's reasonable. And we're going to be very interactive. So my audience, if there's any question, feel free, raise your hand, we will allow you to ask. And you're asking on behalf of the masses out there.
Right.
The people that are not present, they are unable to ask. And remember, we are monitoring our Facebook page to answer all questions.
Right.
We're not running away from any question. No problem. So we have the village council letter. Happy they can go to the village council. Go ahead.
Yes. So 1, ID, 2, proof of address, 3, proof of income. That's the next step. Yeah. So that would encompass your job letter or 3 months salary slip.
Okay.
But the job letter would include how long you've been working,
Right,
the
right,
position,
right.
and whatnot.
And tell me why that is important.
It's very important because it allows us to understand where the source of your income is coming from.
Right.
It is also part of your declaration that this is a form that has to be completed when you come to the bank to say that, okay, every month I expect X amount coming to my account. So if you say you're going to be depositing $5,000, but every month we're getting $50,000. We need
That's
to have
questionable.
an
Right.
understanding as to where it's coming from.
Right. And people have to know it is not a national bank just like to do what they want. National bank had to open an account. It is the regulations.
Yes,
I know
that's
ECCB
correct.
supervise, and we too have to follow the international regulations.
Right.
So it cannot be you're not working, you come in and open an account, and you cannot say where the money is coming from.
Right.
So it could be any kind of money, dirty money, red money, blue money. It could be any kind of money.
Yeah.
So the reason we need the proof of income.
Right. And
Good.
even if you're self-employed, I mean,
Right.
there are documents to show that this is your business and this is your earnings every
Okay,
month.
okay.
And we can use that. So if
So
you have
for-
financial statements, if you have to have some level
No,
of
well, they
accountability.
won't have financial statements because it's just coming to open their account. But if they have their own
They have a
business,
plan. Right.
they have their own
And for-
business,
yes.
they could register their business name.
That's right.
That's something. And they could just register the name or they could register it as a
business,
company.
right.
Right, so you all would accept that too.
Yes. And we could open an account in the business name
In the
if you have
business
these
name.
documents.
Right.
You know? And we would still require 1 to 3 ID, proof of address
Of course.
for the individual who owns the business.
Right, of course. And Dominica is small. You can always go and see if there's really a business there.
Yes,
So
for
because
sure.
of we're so small.
Accountability.
Good. So we have that in terms of a business. You wanted to add
No,
something?
I'm just going to say, you might just ask, what if the person doesn't have a proof of income?
No, because it's their business, so they may not have a proof of income. So tell us.
Right. No, I was just saying, if you don't have a proof of income, especially elderly people, they can come in and, discuss the situation with us, and then we will walk them through the process. We're not saying, no, we're not going to open the account. There are certain, circumstances that we can bypass.
Okay.
And as Mariana mentioned, pensioners, we do have those who live overseas, work overseas for so many years, and they want to come down, their pension comes down, we can accept that as well, as long as we have proof of the pension.
Okay.
So it could be a statement from your account
Right,
overseas to show
right.
every month that you get
You're
this
expecting
and
X
this and that
amount.
for you,
Okay,
or if you
so-
have a letter
Right.
from your social security or your former employer at the time, then
Okay, so
you can
good.
accept that as proof of income.
Okay, so that's good to know. I had a man called Esperias Creole.
Right.
He's from Guadeloupe and he's blind, and I know that is a
Yes.
different situation.
Right.
But in a case where a person is blind, whether they're living overseas or in Dominica, what is in place, or is that a special situation that you all would deal with?
Yes, it would be special, and
Right.
we would have to get legal counsel
Okay.
involved in that case.
Okay, so-
you know, so what I would advise is to have somebody who can assist you, somebody that you can trust,
Right.
and you can give mandate to your account. But all this has to be legalized.
Legalized, okay.
Yes.
So for that person is the
It's a special
legal
one-off.
part. It's
Yes.
not a normal situation. Tell me if there's any other thing for the Dominicans.
And I was just saying, Shuma, if they can't come to us, we can go to them. So
Really?
we add that.
Like go to them,
Special
meaning,
situations,
Right.
yes.
oh, the special situations,
Right.
including
Yes.
the elderly?
Yes, the elderly,
Okay.
the blind, the disabled, yes.
Oh, that's nice to know. That's really nice to know. Thank you.
So what I'd like
Okay.
to mention, Shuma, is in terms of opening the account, we have an appointment system. So what you'd have to do is visit our website, www.nbdominica.com. You can simply search for savings, deposit, whatever it is, and you will see the options come up.
Okay.
And once you select whichever account you would like, there's an appointment option
Okay.
available.
So we can put in our appointment
Right, at
right.
any one of our
branches.
locations.
So we'll select where we want
Yes,
to
and
go.
our branches, just to let the people know, if you're not aware, we have a branch at Portsmouth, Canefield, Hillsborough Street, and Old Street.
Okay, so 4 of them.
4 of them.
Okay, so I'm going to speak on behalf of the people that do not do internet, but they want to open an account. Can they just walk into the office and you all will give them an appointment?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And they can also call us at 767-255-2300.
Okay,
And
so
we can
you
schedule
really,
the
so you
appointment
really
for
have your hand, you organizing the cross section. So that's it for the Dominicans, right?
that. Yes.
Okay, we have a number of non-Dominicans now.
Well, we
You have
do
something else?
Yes, your minimum requirements of $100 to open
Okay.
the account. Okay, and an additional $10 if you are interested in a debit card.
Okay, usually that is the list of the problem they have in the money.
Right.
So $100, $10 a debit card,
Yes,
no
yes.
problem.
So, Shima, for the non-Dominican non-residents, essentially it's the same requirements with the ID, proof of address, proof of income, but what we would need is a bank reference for them.
Okay.
So that will come with their bank from overseas or their
Right,
credit
right.
union, because you know their credit unions are like banks overseas.
Right, right.
Yes.
Okay.
So it will basically state the type of relationship they have, that Shuma John has been banking with us
For X amount of years.
and yes. That's
Okay, so I know you're going to get an influx of people because, you know, Creole, people coming in, and so they're going to want to open their bank account. So I hope that is clear. If we have any questions, any questions for National Bank?
So
So-
while we're on this, we'd just like to share that last year we had our NBD Diaspora Kai, where we asked our customers to come in this visiting for the independent season so we could help them with their non-cash transactions.
Oh, nice.
This year we're going to have it again, so y'all can look out. Follow us on Facebook to find out more on the dates and the times and the location.
Okay, we appreciate that.
Wonderful.
And to add to that, just want to remind persons to come into the bank to update their customer information file.
Not just the diaspora.
It's not
All
just-
of us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's very important that you do that. And right now we have enabled a new security feature. And for example, if you are shopping online, it's going to ask you to enter a security code. And that security code is going straight to your email address. So that's why it is important. And
Okay.
we are encouraging everybody to come into the bank. If you haven't done that, or if you feel that you will change your email address, you need to come into your bank to update that information. And our diaspora, our visiting Dominicans are coming down, so we want to ensure that they bring down all their documents to update their accounts. And that's the benefit of our diaspora Kai. You don't have to go in branch. You don't have to wait in a long line.
Oh, that's nice
Yes.
for them.
It's just for your
Yes.
And then all their documents would be your ID.
Right.
If you need to get a bank, well, they have their account already, so not a bank reference letter, but an
Just
ID.
their ID and updated
You know, they probably
ID.
The
change
email,
their jobs.
okay, the email
just
address.
Proof of address.
Okay.
If you change your address, that is very important.
You know,
as
one
well.
other area, I have a lot of people overseas, they do not, so let's say they come down once a year, they skip a year, and their account goes dormant.
Right.
You know about that?
Yes.
So that they have to reactivate it.
Right.
And to reactivate, they would have to come again with the IDs and
Right.
everything else.
Basically update your profile. Again, that is for a security measure for you. to
Right.
protect it. Because if you're not actively using your account, you don't want anybody else who may have a similar name or
Right.
whatever the situation
To
may
come
be
and
to
use
access.
your
Now,
account.
while we're on safety, we do want to remind our viewers, our customers that when it comes to your banking, you have to yourself take proper measures and protect yourself security-wise. So recently, over the past few months, we've had attacks, if you'd like to call it so, where people may receive texts asking them to change their password on mobile banking or to provide their card details. So we want to say to the public that the National Bank of Dominica Limited, and I in fact think no financial institution would ask you to provide your password for your online banking or your debit card or credit card information.
Right.
Okay? So what they do with that, once you click the link and you provide it, they're going to access
Yeah, your accounts
your
and so
accounts
on.
and you know, we have mobile banking, it's easy to add a peer transfer,
Right,
something.
right.
They are basically
You know?
duplicating our website.
Okay.
You understand?
That's
So we have to be more vigilant.
Yes,
Okay.
If you want to click a link, if you want to use the app, ensure that you go to your store, your app store, whatever it is, whatever downloaded app you have on your phone, access it through that app, or go on our website and access the banking platform.
Okay.
So don't click
follow
on
us on
yeah.
social media, and if you feel uncertain, call us.
Yeah, call,
and as you
find out.
mentioned, Shima, Dominica is small.
Small.
Everyone knows everybody. You know, if you know somebody working in the bank,
Call
reach
and
out.
find
We
out,
are
yeah.
available.
Okay.
And not just text only, email as well, and then on social media as well. You see like ads, sometimes you see WeChurch ads, and it's not WeChurch.
Oh,
You
wow.
understand?
Yes.
So they have to be mindful.
Yes.
You understand? Saying to win
And don't just
privacy,
click on
and don't
anything.
Just click and
Right.
enter your personal information, because that is how they access
They hack.
your personal
Yes.
information.
And when they hack you, they can actually go into your contacts
Right.
and hack
Right.
other
Right.
people
And I
as
just
well.
want to share also that, especially for the seniors, maybe they don't have anybody for
To
them.
help.
They can always reach out to the Senior Society Group. That's the name. Right. Every year we work with them, we partner with them,
Right.
and we've had sessions on telling them how to keep your account safe and what to look for online, what not to click on, and these
Okay.
things there. So
Okay.
you have different groups and societies that you can reach out to if, let's say, you cannot reach out to the bank.
And then that's, you can maybe put a plug if there are organizations that want a little help, because I
Right.
have a lot of people that do stuff for me, and then I will move bank you, and they they don't have move bank.
Right, right.
And not that I'm NBD salesperson, but they're like, you have to get some form of online banking,
Right.
because I don't do cash. So whether it's Mo Bank, whether it's Republic Bank, Credit Union Online, CCCUL, whatever it is, you have to get something that we can do transfer online.
And mind you, Shima, I must say kudos to our senior citizens, because they are more vigilant than young people. You'll more find young people just clicking like crazy ways to just, you understand? So, I mean, our financial information tips, it has
Right.
been working because they are
Very
paying
good.
attention.
Very good.
This is something they will say, like, my friend will say, Anna, I saw a text message. That's from NBD. And they call in and they ask me, but our young people just
Yes,
doing things
yes,
from
it's no
so,
fun now.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we need to be
And just to
vigilant.
add again, you know, you can come into the bank. If you don't know how to use mobile banking, we can show you how to use it.
Yes.
And we try to make it easier for you. If you visit our website has a wealth of information. You know, we have a lot of videos on how to do an EFT, whether from your phone or your desktop, how to send a wire, how to to transfer, how to pay a peer, and we have a new feature coming out really, really soon. We can't say as yet, but it's coming.
Just stay tuned to our Facebook page this week.
But it has helped me, the transfer and
Right.
doing a draft. I was overseas and I was able to do via Mo Banking app to say prepare a draft X amount for whoever will come and collect it, and that has worked.
So now we're going to try to make it quicker for you.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
I'm looking forward. So tell me, I see you have something, 25 years, 25 big wins.
Yes.
What's that about?
Well, it's our credit card promotion, and as we all know, it's World Creole Music Festival 25 years. So, yeah, so that's meaning of 25 years,
Yes.
25 big wins. So our customers can, so if they use their credit card, it can be $10, $15. They get a chance to win prizes, weekly prizes, and we also have a grand draw on, well, the promotion ends on November 5th. So at the end of the draw, they'll get an opportunity to win $2,500.
$2,500 EC dollars.
Yes. And it's not just, if you don't have a credit card, we encourage you to sign up for a credit card. Yes.
Okay.
So, we want to
So
give
that's
a
only
chance
for
to
credit
win.
card?
Yes, credit card. Yes, you know, we want to encourage people to use their credit cards
card.
throughout the festival season.
Okay.
And it's safe, you understand, and
Yeah. While we speak about the 25, we just want to highlight that NBD actually is the premier bank sponsor for the World Creole Music Festival 2025. So that is the reason for the collaboration. And it encompasses different events as well. So for example, we are a sponsor of TV Village Creole. So you can find us there throughout the week. If you don't have time to come to the Kai, you can meet us in the gardens.
Also, we can speak to you and ask you questions about, okay.
We'll have a team going around in the gardens and we'll be positioned. So you all can come and visit us, speak to us.
And not just Tea Village Creole, we'll be at Rice and Wine, we'll be at White Sunset, we'll be at
Everywhere.
Watto, you understand?
So you love all your job.
We at all touch points.
Okay, all good,
Yeah.
all good. We appreciate.
Yes.
So we giving you an opportunity to wrap up whatever it is you want to tell the viewers. Feel free. We're giving you 2 minutes to wrap up.
And so again, we just want to encourage our customers, if you have any additional questions, we will be looking at the comments. I'm not sure if there are any questions online, but we'll check it out and we'll try our best to answer. And encourage our viewers to follow our social media pages, visit our website for more information, come in and visit us in our branches. We have a wealth of products and services, credit cards, debit cards, online banking. NBD is your partner and your bank.
Okay.
And in addition to that, we want to again make mention of protecting your accounts, be vigilant. We know during the festival season it's a busy time. If you're going out, protect your card. Don't give anybody your card to go and make a purchase for you. Just protect your financial information this independence season.
Right. We appreciate that.
And we are available if you want to reach out to us. Send us a Facebook message or contact us at 255-2337 or customer support at nbb.dm. So we wish everyone a wonderful festival season and stay safe.
Thank you very much. No, I'm not seeing any comments, not even negative ones. The only comment I see is somebody telling me there's no dirty money. So it's like, all money is clean, all money welcome. That's the only comment I see there. So thank you, Abel and Mariana. It was a pleasure. So we are shifting gears. We are going to do, so you're free to leave. Thank you. We are going to shift gears now and we are going to do a presentation to our first person that was there. So feel free, come over. You'll tell us a little bit about your foundation, Kalinago group. So you'll tell us more about we'll come right here. Feel free, tell us a little something about the Kalinago Child Fund. So on our banner, and then we'll ask the person with the envelope to come over and do the presentation. So tell us your name and a little something about the group. What are you all doing for the children up there?
All right, so good evening, everyone. My name is Marlon James. I am the Executive Secretary of the Kalinago Child Support Foundation, Inc. And an organization, as an NGO in the Kalinago territory. We focus on child protection and women empowerment. For the past 2 years, we have embarked on a program which is the child abuse prevention campaign, saying no to child abuse and neglect. We just wrapped up our back to school promotion where we distributed approximately about like 350 to 400 backpacks filled with necessities for back to school, encouraging and ensuring that all our beneficiaries, and not just the beneficiaries of the foundation, but the wider Kalinago population benefit from that as well. So on behalf of the Kalinago Child Support Foundation, Inc. and the Kalinago community, we would just like to express our heartfelt thank you to the Financial Information Month partners for this generous donation. Yeah, thank you.
Someone from the National Cooperative Credit Union making that presentation. And as we do that, I'm getting off.
All right, thank you so much.
Turning to Luana. So you're saying, Luana, come right in, thank you. So we're moving with Luana and Republic Bank.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us. We had a very informational session from the National Bank of Dominica. My name is Luana Laura, and I'm the founder of Finance Focus, Inc., a financial education company right here in Dominica. And tonight we're continuing our discussion for Financial Information Month, joined by Republic Bank. Republic Bank is another commercial bank right here in Dominica with a wave of financial products that can help you to improve your financial situation. And I will now let my guest introduce herself as we continue this discussion.
Thank you, Luana. Good evening, viewers. Good evening, audience. My name is Emonews Martin, and I'm representing Republic Bank tonight. I am a personal banking officer, and tonight we'll be sharing some information fitting with the theme from savers to investors. So we are looking forward to sharing a lot with the general public, things that they may not know of, things as in new features that, we have brought on that, maybe the public is not aware of. So tonight, after our interaction tonight, I'm hoping that everybody will have a lot more information, and they will be a lot more informed, and they will feel comfortable in terms of walking in and wanting to even know more about our products and how we can actually help them as bankers.
Thank you. Looking forward to the discussion. Earlier, we heard from National Bank on the topic of opening a bank account. Now, they took it from an individual perspective. I work with a lot of micro and small business owners, and that is also one of the challenges that they've expressed, wanting to enter the banking system with their small businesses. Can you tell us anything that is different at Republic Bank that can make it more seamless for a micro and small business owner who's just coming up? They've been using their little sales books and their receipts. They have no checkbook to track any sales. They don't use an Excel spreadsheet. All they know that they're making money. And they now want to formalize and put that money in the bank to take a loan. Can you share some of the additional requirements at Republic Bank that can help them, improve their banking relationship?
Sure, and I'm happy that you basically started with that. Reason being is that typically in terms of the banks, we generally, there's this perception that we cater to the working class, right? But at the end of the day, as bankers, we have to cater to everybody. right? And personally, I like working with small business customers because what I've realized is that there's a lot of potential, right? And also, they need that help, right? So when they come to Republic, it's like we offer that guidance, right? Because they come in basically clueless as to, one, what they need, and two, whether we can help them. As long as the customer enters our door, there's a need, and that is what we have to recognize. So for small business people, there's this perception that the bank is not for us. And that is something that we're trying our best to rewrite, and that comes with education. So I encourage small business customers to come in. Let us help you, let us guide you. And one, small business customers, what we need to educate them on is saving, as in, not savings as saving for a rainy day. What I like to explain to small business people, right, is that when someone is employed and they come to the bank, there's a body that they can go to that can give them a letter stating what their income is.
Okay.
With a self-employed person, they do not have that body. They are their own employers, as in they pay themselves.
So say if they have no documentation, what do
Right.
they need to give to Republic
Right.
Bank?
So what they need to give to us, it depends. If they're opening an account, we cater to what you call the unbanked, right? In partnering with the ACCB as well. So people who are new and have no documents, we try to assist them. So at least if they have at least one ID, we will facilitate them. There are times that they have records, as in they may write books. You said that
Right.
they typically don't. But what I have seen in my experience working with them, they keep some form of record. It might not be something professional as in an Excel sheet, but they have something. They have received books, right? So we can actually use that. And when they come in with whatever documents that they have, what we do, we encourage them to deposit. And for them, when they say deposit, they're reading it as if we're asking them to put the money there and not take it back. We're saying, I'm not interested in you taking the monies out of the account. I just need to see monies going in, because that is how I can determine if money is actually coming in, as in your cash flow. Because if you're not putting it,
They have
to me,
at least they have a history to show that the
Right.
business is operating, there's money flowing, that they have a history.
So for small business people, we try to help them. If they come in and at the time of their request, because not every request can be fulfilled right away, but what we do, we work with them in terms of getting them there. So whether we can help you in the next 3 months, we will put you on a plan. We'll be like, okay, let me see what happens for the next 3 months.
Okay.
Let me see your behavior.
So if over the next 3 months I have, diligently been depositing, and now I want to take a loan, what are some of the requirements for that small business, micro business, at Republic Bank that can help them be granted for that loan?
Cash flow and overheads is important, because we have to also help the customers to understand the business that you have. You need to show that you're making a profit, right? Because you need the profit to basically pay whatever you are borrowing from, right? Whatever you borrow, you need the profits to show that you can actually make that payment. So when they come in, we look at their bank statements. As we said, we put them on a plan, and we look at the bank statement and see what their cash flow is like. We give them payments that's comfortable enough that they can sustain their business. And also, we look, depending on the type, because we have to understand that there are different business types. There are small businesses, there are bigger ones, right? We also have to understand, what is your competitor like, right? Because there are businesses that are unique. There are businesses that everybody else is doing.
So
right?
is it a case where you look at a business similar as me and you suppose that I'm supposed to be making that amount of money just like them? Is that the case?
Not necessarily. We look at different things. We look at, every customer who walks into the bank is unique. We don't say, okay, it is black and white, you need to follow this. We look at it, we sit, we have a discussion. Like we are sitting here, I need you to tell me what your business is like, and I need to understand your business. When I have understood your business, then I look at what best suits you. So it is not a one-size-fits-all, and that is why we encourage customers to come in to have that discussion. Once we have that discussion, we understand it, because our aim is to understand your needs and provide a solution.
Okay. All right, great. So I open the bank account, I have a history, I'm ready for a loan, but what if I want to take it to the next level? Yes, I'm saving, or I want to open a bank account and save for the business. What other products are available at Republic Bank that can either encourage my saving or even help me to invest to grow the business at Republic Bank?
Okay. One of the products I feel that's a best seller, or something that assists the small business, overdraft facilities, right? Some people may have the overdraft, but they may not necessarily know what it is. So basically, it's a facility that allows you to use monies that you don't have. You know, for example, you may order some products and they're in the pot, or you may have to pay your workers. But remember, let's say you've made a sale and you have not gotten payments for that. Your employees may not necessarily understand that. Now, that is where the overdraft facility comes in. What it is, you have a predetermined limits. Let's say, for example, 10,000, 20,000. You can actually write checks and overdraw your account. Overdrawing your account means that you're taking more from your account than you actually have, right? And you actually have to cover it within a certain time frame. So that, I feel, works well for small business customers, and we encourage small business customers to come in to speak to us about an overdraft facility. That gives you that cushion, and we know every business needs some form of cushion when they're operating.
Yes, certainly, so that it can encourage us to pay our working
Yes.
capital, because we need money to operate, cash that pays the bills, not profit. So in particular with the overdraft, I know it is something that you caution them about, because it's still important that they pay it on time to avoid high fees. What are the penalties like in the event that, they don't stick to that payment plan?
Generally, it depends on the overdraft facility. There are people who cover their facilities right away, as in maybe they just need a week window. There are some people who need a month. There are some people who may take 3 months. It depends. Again, we don't fit everybody into one box, right? It depends on, because they're small business, they're micro, they're large businesses, and the businesses actually have different cash flow and different clienteles, right? There are businesses with higher turnaround, in the sense that you may offer a service that requires you to get payment right away within 2 days. But there are businesses, let's say, for example, big businesses, they may get money from an approved loan by a bigger body, right? So these people, in terms of clearing the overdraft, they may need a longer time, right? But again, the basis is giving the businesses that flexibility.
Is that the same? Because I know I had some questions before I came here. Some people wanted to know, what was the difference between the overdraft facility and the line of credit? Does Republic Bank offer line of credits as well?
At the moment, we do not offer the line of credit, but basically a line of credit and an overdraft operates similarly, right? With an overdraft, it is against a checking account, right? Overdraft facilities are attached to a checking account, because that is where you write your checks to make the payments. So it means that if you do not have enough monies to clear that check, imagine having an employee and they rely on that salary to maybe feed their children, then you give them a $2,000 check. When they visit the bank to cash that check, someone hasn't paid you as a business owner, and they can't get paid to feed their children. So that's where the overdraft comes in. It allows that employee to get paid until their employee covers the funds that's outstanding, right? With a line of credit, it's different. It is not attached to a checking account. It is actually a standalone facility. It operates similarly to a credit card in the sense that it's revolving, right? So you take from it and you repay. When you repay, it becomes available to you again.
So as you draw down, and you pay, it folds back up.
Yes.
It's like a cup. As it
Yes.
empties and you fold it back up, it
Yes, and it gives you that flexibility, and in business, that is what you need to stay afloat.
Yeah.
You need some form of flexibility, something to basically give you that, because business owners need to sleep as well. We understand that they're accountants, they're messengers, they're everything.
Everything
right?
you want, yeah.
And they need to sleep, right? So if they have that cushion,
a
then
reserve. It's like a reserve for
you
them.
give them a couple of days to breathe, right? Yes, and we also have credit cards for businesses.
That
as
was
well.
my next question, because I
Yes.
know Republic Bank has some amazing rates on credit cards for business. You know,
And-
what would I need to present in order to sign up for one?
Yes, and let me just add, we have the best credit card on island.
They
I'll
do,
tell you
they
why.
do, they do, they
Yes,
do.
because our card is tied with American Airlines.
Yes.
And yes, Shimmer.
Points.
You
Yep.
get your points. And for me, even as a staff, I'm like, I don't use cash. I don't use anything, any other mode of payment other than my credit card because I need to travel, right? And if for the viewers who are not aware, it works like a points program. So monies that you would have spent every month, you have to purchase your gas, your groceries, you have to pay your utilities. You're not getting anything back from that money that you're spending.
Right.
So you might as well get a reward. And
Yes.
that is where our card comes in.
Yes.
You actually get rewarded for using the card, right? So I encourage viewers, everyone come down, speak to someone about getting an A Advantage credit card. That's not the only credit card we have, but it's one of our best.
It's one of the
cards.
best. I can attest to that because I operate through my credit card just because I want points. But it's important to remember the same way that you're charging it and you're making purchases, you have to pay it on time. Because you have to pay it on time. Because, I mean, what would be the point? You'd just be putting yourself in debt and your credit history would go bad.
Yes.
So, yes, sign up for the credit card, but pay it on time.
And let me just add to the credit card in terms of the payments. We have recognized that people are using it a lot, and so we've taken the decision to even make the payments a lot more comfortable, right? We have reduced the monthly payment, because monthly installment, because take for example, you've used $5,000. We don't really expect you to pay the full $5,000.
Right.
We expect you to pay until you have credit up completely. And so we decided to make the payments comfortable. And with your credit cards, don't be afraid of it. A lot of people, they're like, it's debt. No, it's flexibility. Let's think of it as flexibility and not a debt.
Yes.
Right? And we have online banking, so you don't have to remember, is my credit card due? Did I make a payment? What exactly am I to pay this month? You pull up your online banking and everything is laid out for you. You simply make a payment from an account. That's it. We make banking easy, very easy.
And in light of that, I mean, what's exciting for Republic Bank? We have a lot of diaspora coming in. Any exciting products for locals and diaspora this independent season?
Yes, what I want to touch on is, I mean, the diasporas know that they, and they come down with the intention of updating their accounts, all right? But we recognize that people are coming down to faith as well. I mean, if everybody crowds the bank, what happens? They won't get out. They have things to see. They have to go to the Sulphur Springs and everything. So we facilitate the customers who cannot come into the bank, right? We are not telling customers to come to the bank. If they can't, we will help them. So we encourage customers to send information via email. So, for example, if their IDs need updating, their proof of address, their proof of income, we send it because we understand that customers are busy, right? And not just those who live overseas, those in Dominica as well, right? And also with the online banking, customers are able to open their accounts without coming into the bank.
Is that so? Tell us
Well,
more about that. Tell us more about that.
It's something that we basically recently rolled out, and customers can go in and open the different account types, a savings or checking account. They upload their selfies, they upload the required documents, and while we understand that yes, 2 IDs are needed to open an account, one ID can also be used So the people who only have one ID, don't be pressed. Don't be afraid to approach the bank to open the account because we do accept it as well. Ensure that you have a social security card. Please, I encourage everybody, please update your social security cards. Come in with them because we really need them to update your profiles. But yes, customers can open their accounts online.
Okay.
They come into the bank to get their card, to make their deposits.
I mean, I feel like we're going a little too fast because this is major news. We can open a bank account online without going into Republic Bank and standing in a line
Correct.
for hours.
Correct.
And we only need one ID. That's what you're saying. Guys?
And a proof of address, you don't have to be related to someone else's proof of address because I may be living with you. So there is a specific form. If there's no letter, we actually give it to the customers, have the person, whether it's a tenant, a landlord, or their father, their whomever, they sign it, they attach their bill. Because we can't tell people who to live with. Right? So you don't need to have that close family relationship to use someone else's bill because at the end of the day, you reside in the property. So we try to make it easy for customers.
They're really making banking easy.
Yes, and that's the aim, right? So once you open the account, you come in, you get your card, and what we do, because we want to encourage customers, right? There are times that you may be waiting in line to open an account. What we do, we have people in branch to walk the line just to understand what is it that you need. And if we can pull you out of the line, we will. If you need to open an account and there's someone else opening the account, what we will do is help you on the side to open it online. So imagine being in the bank and you can open your account online while sitting at the bank.
With the support, of course.
Yes.
Nice. Yes. I see we have a question from online. We're going to take it. Someone asked, Yvonne asked, what are the requirements for obtaining the credit card?
So the credit card, a credit card is one of the easiest things to get. The thing is that we cater, it's a product that most first-time borrowers get. So basically a job letter, we need the last 3 salary slips, the last 3 months deposit history. Because while you may have a job letter, a salary slip, we need to confirm that that customer is actually employed, right? And that is where the deposits come into the account. So your job letter, the 3 salary slips, the deposit history, your ID, your proof of address. The social security card. Now, for the credit reports, because when we are doing a credit card, we need to determine that you can comfortably make the payment based on the limit that we have given to you, right? So we need to do credit reports to see where you stand. Because if you're overly indebted, then we can't actually give you another debt that's going to put you in a worse of situation. So when it comes to the credit, so the customers can actually send everything that's needed for the application via email, and we facilitate the completion of the credit reports. We no longer send customers from
all over the
institution
place.
to institution. You don't
have to
have
walk
time for
everywhere.
that. Yes. The customers no longer have time for that because everybody's busy, right? So we facilitate that process. So in terms of the credit card, it's one of the easiest products to get approved.
Nice. All right. I hope that answered your question, Yvonne. So as we wrap up, is there anything else that you would like to share with our viewers on things happening at Republic Bank?
Yes, I want to encourage customers to come in. You don't need an appointment to speak to someone. Not for a loan, not even for a credit card. You come in, we recognize that once a customer comes in, they have taken their time off to come in to see us. So we will try our best to facilitate that customer. Also, we have some exciting rates coming up that we will be introducing next week, as early as next week, where customers will be getting reduced rates on mortgages, car loans, land loans, and we are looking at even 100% financing on some of the facilities up to. Right, so we have exciting things happening at Republic, and we encourage customers to come on down. We will speak to you.
All right.
And also, we will be sponsoring the World Creole Music Festival, and we will be having a presentation tomorrow.
Oh, great. So we look forward to seeing more about Republic Bank for this season.
Yes. And lastly, to cause that, the ATMs,
Yes.
just to encourage customers that we now have 3 new locations, HHB Whitchurch, Big W, and Joyce Pharmacy Portsmouth.
Right. Making banking easy.
Thank you very much.
Right, thank you so much, Mrs. Martin. And we will now transition into another donation from the FIM partners to the Dementia Foundation.
How are you? Hey. All right. Good evening. I'd like to say the Dominican Dementia Foundation has been around since 2016, and we'll be celebrating 10 years next year. We have been helping persons who live with dementia, their families, to be able to cope with the changes that their family members are going through. And we have been educating a wide variety, a wide sector of our Dominican and overseas clients. So we look forward to doing this every year, and we hope that we can help educate others. Thank you. At this point, I'd like to say thank you to the partners of Financial Information Month for this kind donation. It will go towards quite a bit of our initiatives. We have the Kako Tea initiative, where we provide support for caregivers and their loved ones. We also have our walk online, which we do yearly and which will be happening later in November. And we also do our online support. And there are a few more initiatives that will come forward. Thank you.
So on behalf of the partners, we'd like to present this to the Dominican Dementia Foundation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so we're back
Yes,
with the thing is that all my partners are my friends. And I do business with all of them. That's the thing.
Yes, true.
So credit union is my credit union.
We know that.
NCCU is mine. Then you go CCCUL, that's mine. So, and it's really, really real life, I'm talking about. I do business with all of them. It's almost like you scratch my back, I scratch yours too. Okay, so we're here with our National Cooperative Credit Union. Tell us who you are, and then we go straight into the ball.
Okay, thank you, Sherma, and thank you to the ECCB for always having us on board for Financial Information Month. Thank you to our listeners for listening to us this evening. I am Nadia Ndamye, the risk officer at the NCCU, and this evening I'm very elated to share on, the great things that NCCU has been doing, is doing, and have in store for our members.
All right, thank you. What, Nadia? Nadia.
Yes.
I have to get a little name for you, eh? Nadi? Nadi, okay. So Nadi, National Cooperative Credit Union. How many branches? Where are they located?
Oh my, so Sherma, we are all across Dominica, 7 branches, and we're located in the east, southeast, the east in Castle Bruce. We have the Castle Bruce branch. Southeast, we have the St. David's branch. We have the Lapland branch. We also have the Granford branch that opens up twice a week. In the south, we have the Point Michel or La Salette branch, as it is known. And of course, we have the main branch, Rosa branch in the west. And then you move up north, where you have the Vickers branch, and the Vickers branch has 2 sub-branches, Thibault, Penville, and Paybush. So the NCCU is strategically located all around Dominica, ensuring that our members get the right financial, service that they require.
You call my branch, my...
Oh, how could I forget? Oh my God, St.
My-
Paul's
okay
branch.
then, my Maho branch.
Yes, the Maho branch. Oh my God,
My
they're so
Maho
going to
branch
kill me.
that open on a Saturday.
On a Saturday,
All right,
yes, and
just-
we give that
just-
exceptional service this Saturday.
All right.
It saves a lot of people. So St. Paul's branch, please
Yes,
forgive
yes,
me.
that's my branch.
It's not
I
my
give you.
fault. I mean, NCCU is everywhere.
many
NCCU,
branches.
NCCU.
And we
yes.
sure love our NCCU.
Definitely.
So
sure.
sometimes I feel like I'm the spokesperson for NCCU. I just have to say, I'm not working there, but I'm just aware
Aware
of the
what?
products. So when people talk about investing, MRA, I go Christmas club, but okay, I'm not working there. Let the people do their thing. So tell us what you have to offer in terms of people saving, investing, what loan offerings you'll have.
Okay, sure. Well, then we are going to take the entire night. But
We have 15 minutes.
I'll try to be short, because NCCU has so much. First off, you spoke about it, the MRA. This is one of the wisest investment that an individual can partake in. It's a low-risk investment. I consider it no risk at all investment. It offers a 4% interest per annum, and it's compounded. You open an MRA with as little as $5 and maximum deposit monthly $1,000. And we have gone as far, Sherman, as doing now an MRA Gold.
Yes,
So that's for our retirees. MRA Gold can be opened at the age of 60 and it matures at the age of 70. Same 4% interest. Now, Sherman, something I should have mentioned earlier, NCCU is celebrating 15 years this year. So we are celebrating our 15th anniversary. And we went on to give 15, 15, 15. So for the MRA Gold, yes, for the MRA Gold, we are giving, we are increasing the threshold for the monthly deposit to $1,500.
When did you decide that? Last night?
Last week we had the opening
What?
ceremony. Yes, so we are giving on the MRA Gold. Your threshold is now $1,500, which is $1,500 for the next 15 months. So
On the gold only?
on the gold only, yes, on the gold only.
So that's for Yvonne
Yes,
and them.
we are
Okay.
taking care of our elders. We are inclusive, so we are not leaving them out, and we are allowing them to take advantage of the
that's
MRA
good,
Gold.
man.
But then, but again, Shoma, I must mention the MRA is one of the most wise investment that you can really do
Totally
in
agree.
Dominica. Very low risk, 4% interest per annum.
Speak to my cousin for me, who is working. She has a credit union account, and she doesn't have the MRE. I tried,
You try it.
and I'm not getting through.
Okay.
You tell her why she need to be, and she's there.
Okay.
She's listening. So
Okay.
tell her why it's important for her to open an MRE. I will back it up with my own personal experience. Tell her.
No, the MRA is not just an investment, but it's an investment that you can even use. So I'm speaking to Shoma cousin and the wider public. Let's all take this in. So with the MRA, it's when you save on your MRA, Shoma. So say, for example, you're saving $100 a month. And after the year, you get your 4% interest. Next year comes, you get 4% interest on your interest plus your your deposit that you had. Now you need to take a loan. The MRA serves as a security to the loan. So the MRA has many upsides to it, and it's just a wise investment. When I started the MRA, it was small, but then it grew so quickly, and I'm like, really? Yeah, so I would encourage anybody to take advantage of that. Yes.
And to put in a plug for the MRA, I love the MRA.
I know you do.
Because I will always say over and over, I apply for a loan. I find it was taking a little time, and I wanted to start my project, and I just walked. And the thing is that with the MRA, is your money.
Your money.
So you not come in and ask the credit union if they can give you a loan.
Oh, it's yours.
You come in and say, I would like X amount of money. They're even asking you how much you want to pay back. How much you want to pay back?
Yes,
And
on
I
the
like,
MRA.
you can say what you want to. I want to pay back 100. I don't
Very
to force
flexible,
myself.
I know,
Or I
very
will pay back 1,000.
Yes.
And I took my money. I started my project. 2 months into my project, my loan got approved, and then I was able to get the money. Take the money and pay back my
Your
loan.
loan, yes.
Because I just love that Emari, that I can go back to it when I want and use it again and use it again.
Excellent investment.
And the interest
plan.
rates.
Yes, the interest rate is the best on the island. 4%. You're not going to get 4%. Not on a fixed deposit anywhere, not on your savings anywhere. 4% per annum on an MRA.
And if you take a loan against it,
If you take a loan against it, the interest rate is 4.5% of savings covered.
you're not hearing that?
Yes,
So,
yes.
so they're giving you
Yes.
4% interest on your MRA. And I take a loan against it. I'm paying them back 4.5%. You don't know what that means, man?
Yes.
A 0.5% loan I get there.
0.5%, yes.
Like,
because
where
you're
you getting
getting back-
0.5% loan?
Tell me.
So that's the MRA. I don't know how much I can sell it again, but that's a product
Yes, it's an
I totally
excellent
love.
product. Yes.
I have had it from since.
It's an excellent
No, for
product.
real.
Yes.
I've had it from since Jesus was a little boy, and
And
once they give me my money at 60,
yes. You're
I'm
good.
going to the gold.
You're going to the gold.
I'm going to the gold.
Yeah.
I'm right there with my people and them in the gold.
And then as she was giving her money at 60, you can opt to take it at 55.
55.
If you leave it up to 60, there is no loss. You continue getting your 4%.
Your 4% interest.
Yes,
so
your
why you run
4%.
and take it now?
Right. So, you
So I
take
will
at
leave it and then I can take it at 60 and start again with the gold.
Excellent.
So that's for the MRE.
Yes, so
I don't
that's
know
for the MRE.
how much clearer can I say it,
I know.
but it's a real good product.
Yes, and we also have the Christmas Club.
Yes, the Christmas
For
Club.
the Christmas Club, you save up to $500 a month up to December. So, you know, when Christmas comes, you have your gifts to buy, your this
You
to
have
buy.
that money
You
there.
already have a savings allocated. And the good thing about credit union, there's no limit on what you deposit. $5, $5, $10, $20. You grow your money as you can. No pressure added, but we ensure that at the end of it, you have something.
Yes, I like the Christmas Club too because it's shorter term.
Yes.
So you start in January and you save whatever you can, and at the end of November or thereabout,
November,
they just
yes,
send
yes.
that money onto
Onto
your
your
savings,
account,
whether you want it
whichever
or not.
account, yes.
They just send it onto your savings. And for me, because I had like my 2 children, I could open accounts for all of us and then put money on it for all of us. And Christmas, that's your little gift for Christmas.
Yes,
So you're not feeling
that's
forced
lovely.
for choke
Yes,
to give them something substantial. So that's another short-term
another
investment
short-term
people
investment.
can make. So feel
Yes.
free, go ahead, tell
We
us
have
any
the
other
fixed
thing.
deposits, of course. You can start from $1,000 to $500,000. The terms are from 1 year up to 5 years. So
Okay.
that's another wise investment.
What's the
Fixed
interest
deposit.
rate?
There are different interest rates. So it's a tiered interest rate
Okay.
based on how much you put and for what period of time.
Okay.
So the length of term. So you come in, you talk to us, we give you the best option, and you even tell us what is it
What
that
you
you
want.
want.
Okay.
Yeah. We have our deposit accounts. Your deposit account is where monies you put aside, you send your salary, or just an account that you would want to use for leisure.
Right.
Right now we have distinguished the deposit account from the debit card account
Yes, which
again
is good.
for safety. So we have allocated a particular account for your debit card where your card will be linked to secure
Right.
your savings, to secure your monies, and we know what's going on with the hackers and all that. So we want to protect our members.
I
So
think
we
that's
have-
a very
yes,
good way
we've
to do it.
noticed
And for people that, let us break that down for people to understand. So normally you would have your savings account or your checking account, and your debit card would be linked to
the
the
deposit,
checking
the checking or the deposit
or
account.
the savings
Yes,
account.
or
It
the
would be linked to
savings,
that.
yes.
But credit union has gone the extra mile and give you a
Special
account
account.
especially for your
Yes,
card.
for your card.
So if, for example, you do not want to use more than $200 on your card, you put $200 in that card account. You can even call it your card account.
Your card account.
Your
Yes,
card
debit
account.
card
And
account.
so even if, let us say, your card lose or somebody hack or take your money,
You're
they won't take
secure.
more than that
Yes,
money you put
you're
there.
secure.
The rest of your bulo is stay safe.
Safe, yeah.
So that is another good one
Yes.
for people to, especially if you have young children, you want to give them a little card, you put $100 on it, they cannot use anything more than that.
Yeah.
So that's a good account
That's
as
a
well.
good account. Yeah, and then we have our savings account, which is your normal account that you would open, you know, when you join our
Right.
credit union. The good thing about the savings, we actually use it as security to your loan. And Sherman, not to move, you know, too far ahead.
That's
but you
fine.
know, when you take a loan, we give you an additional compulsory saving. Again, the NCCU is interested in building your financial stability. It's not about just depositing money, but we want to ensure when the time comes and our need arises that you have the funds, Shiva, to do what you need to do. So even whilst we have offered you a loan, we ensure that you continue with a saving plan. As it lasts $20, we call it the compulsory saving. That money is there in case you want to come back for additional financing. Then you don't have to go and look for security. You have already established your pattern and you already have extra cash to
Exactly.
help you with your further financing.
That is another wonderful thing I like about the credit union. Because for people who have loan with the credit union, sometimes that compulsory saving is their only savings.
I tell you.
Really.
Yes.
So that is something that the credit union doing, and I totally appreciate it. At first you'd be like, oh, why I still have to do, but it does come in so handy afterwards.
so handy.
So that I like. But there's something else that the credit union like that I love. When you take a loan, $150,000 can be covered, insured.
Okay.
That's niceness.
Yes,
Explain
it is.
that part.
And, okay, so to recap what Shuma said, your loan with the NCCU is covered. We offer $150,000 insurance coverage, absolutely free of charge. You have no additional premium to pay. Whenever you take a loan with the NCCU, $150,000 of that loan is covered. All you need to do is your medical,
Right.
and you're good to go.
And I remember somebody saying, like, somebody of theirs took the loan, and they got through with the loan, and they were too busy to go and get the doctor to just do the medical. And guess what? The person passed.
Oh, my.
The person passed, so that $150,000 that could have been covered was not covered. So sometimes we're even too busy for our own selves.
Yes.
So if you have a loan at the National Cooperative Credit Union, I will encourage you,
Do that medical.
take that time,
Do that
that
medical.
hour you're going to spend in the doctor office, that is a good hour that will be well spent.
Yes.
Get that form from the National Cooperative Credit Union, go to the doctor, let them complete it, bring it back to the credit union, $150,000 covered. In
yes.
case something would happen to you, you would die, at least that part is covered.
Yes,
So
and
that
it's
is
not only, and something I want to mention, it's not only for death, it also covers disability. If
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you become disabled by any chance on the job, yes, you can be covered under that fund.
Oh, that's good. So that's
It's
even
not
more
just-
reason, not
yes,
just death,
it's not just
disability
death, yes.
also.
And although that your loan is covered, we also cover your saving. So in case of your untimely death or just death in particular, your savings is covered at a particular, up to the age of 65. If you die 50 and below, your savings, let's say that individual has $5,000 on their savings, that would multiply. So their beneficiary will get $10,000. Yes.
It multiplies by two then?
By two, based
No
on your
matter
age.
what
Based
amount?
on your age.
Yeah,
And
based
it don't
on the
matter
age.
what amount. Yes, your savings are insured, your loans are insured. Absolutely free of charge. Where else can you get that? Where else?
Wait.
Yes.
So below 65, you said?
Bill 65 and below, yes.
So if somebody dies earlier than 65,
yes.
and they have $50,000 on their
It
account,
multiplies, yes, it multiplies. So your beneficiary won't only get what
is
on
on
your
the
account.
saving?
No, not at all.
Multiplying it?
It multiplies, yes. And this service has been there for ages.
no, we don't know, man.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing because we're not dying, so you know, yes.
Is
But
that-
still, just for information purposes,
Yes.
we have to let our members
Of
know
course.
the good thing that NCCU is offering to them. And NCCU really, sure, I am honestly not being biased. I mean, I have a little bit of biasness, but putting all biasness aside, I really believe that NCCU caters for its members.
Yes.
It really looks out for its members, and you know, the members is the heart of the institution. So we try our best to
Work
align
with the
our
members.
products and services and work with our members to ensure that they are financially stable, because if they are not, then we are not.
How difficult it is to open
Open
an
an
account
account?
there, yes.
With the NCCU, opening an account is not that difficult. In most cases, you require one form of identification, your proof of address,
One form of identification.
One form of identification.
Your proof of address.
Your proof of address. The only instance where you're required to have two forms of identification is if you're using your driver's license
As the proof
of address. So we
Okay.
cannot use it as
Right,
both.
right,
So then you are
right.
required to have two forms of identification.
Right.
For the proof of address, you do not need to have a bill in your name particularly.
Okay.
If you're renting from someone,
someone,
if you're living with someone, there is something we call the address verification form that we give you. It's
Right.
a very simple form. All the person has to do is put in their name and say, Sugar John has been living with them for 15 years. Everything else is already typed out on the form for you.
Okay,
so we
so
give you
good.
that as an address verification, and they bring that along with the bill in the person name. Just to show
So that
proof of
means if I
residence.
have a tenant from overseas, I can actually say this person is
been living
renting
with
from
you,
me for
renting.
X amount of time.
Yes.
And so they can open, and with their
With
ID.
the ID and a bill from you, because the bill will
Yes,
be
I will
your
have a
name.
bill, of
Yes.
course. A bill from me, the sign saying I'm the landlord, their proof of address. They can go in
They can come into the NCC
And the ID,
and
okay.
their ID and open their
and then
account.
send me my money online.
Definitely. Of course, we have the See You Online,
That's the
where you
spirit.
can transfer, make payments, check your accounts.
very useful, eh?
Very useful. Pay your loan.
Yeah.
See You Online, very useful.
Yes, I've used it.
Yes.
So that's very useful. Somebody is asking if a person dies, so that's if a person, something we always used to hear.
Yes, yes.
When you die, your
Your
loan
loan
dies.
dies with you.
That's true?
Based on the amount of the loan.
That's where the
sure.
150
yeah, that
comes
is where the
in.
150
Okay.
comes in. Right, and the
Well,
loan
of
does
course.
not have to be delinquent.
course.
Of course, the loan has to be an up-to-date loan.
Yes, yes.
So if you die and your loan, let's say, is 149,000, 120,000,
That's where that comes in. It die with you.
Your loan dies
Okay.
with you.
So if it's 300,000, it's current, up to date, being serviced,
You-
then 150 will die
It will
with you.
die with you.
But the other
Yes,
150
the other 150
will be alive.
Yeah, it will be alive. Yes.
Okay.
Or you
So I
get
understand that.
Or you get additional insurance to cover it.
Right, you'll have insurance to cover
And of course,
it.
the insurance will be a less lower in premium.
Exactly.
Because we're already cushioning $150,000
Exactly,
for you.
exactly.
Yes.
And then somebody else asked whether the MRE is insured. I know the person. You want to know if the MRE is insured too? No, it's not.
Just the
I know that
savings,
answer.
Just your savings.
It's
So
just the
it's
savings.
Just the savings, yes. Just
Because
the
if the
savings.
MRE was insured, that would give some of us taste to die. Because our little people and them would be, I used to say,
Oh my.
they would be grieving happily, like my children would be grieving when mommy died. And then they would say, mommy like cruise, so let me go on a cruise. Mommy like out, so let me go out. No.
Yes.
So it's the MRE.
Savings, your savings.
Your if you die, your MRE, you get what, not you,
What's-
your person will get whatever is on the
What's on the
MRE.
MRE?
But the savings we are talking about.
Yes, the
Right.
savings is
And
what
it
is
must
insured,
be
yes.
less than.
Well,
No,
you,
that
and
would
no less. Whatever amount you have, you get a percentage of that. Yes.
That's a lot of
Yes.
generosity. Just don't
We're
give people
taking
too many
care-
good things.
No,
You
we're
can to
just
make sure my
taking-
money stay
We
good.
are taking care of our members because we know there is life after death. There is
Right,
life after
right.
death. You die, but then your estate is left behind, your children may be underage, God forbid, and there is life after death. So we want to ensure just not you are covered, but also your generation.
So you have a question? Okay.
Investment opportunities for children. I remember when my children were young, I opened accounts for them and so on. But like you have the MRE, is there anything similar?
Oh, for the children.
For the children, at present, we have just the dollar day. So the dollar day is to encourage the children to save, and just not just encourage, but to teach them to save. So on the dollar day, they save it, it stays on that account, and then it generates interest.
Okay.
The dollar day.
At least it's a start.
It's
You're
a
starting
start,
them
yes.
off. But probably with that question you
Something,
asked,
yes,
it's an
it's an
opportunity now
opportunity
for
to
any of
create
our
something.
financial institutions to do something
Yes.
geared for children.
children.
So the bond, and then you give them whatever special you give them until they reach 18, then
Yes.
it would go to a regular. That's something,
That's something we
for
can
a
consider.
financial institution to craft
Consider.
out something.
I
So
agree.
that's good. Let me see if we have any more Questions? Okay, we are still not answering that because somebody was saying MRE interest us 8%, but we're not even answering that.
Yes.
We 4%, double the
Rest of
regular,
the island.
we are going to
Yes,
take that.
We're gonna take that.
Yes,
We're
thank
gonna
you.
take
So
that.
feel free, any other thing you want to tell us about NCCU, it's your time.
Okay, excellent. So much I want to say, but I would just like to remind the general public, our members, our prospective members, we're in the festive season, Creole Festival, come on. We are in a celebration mood at the NCCU, as I said, celebrating 15 years. We are giving back to the community, giving back to our members. I just want to highlight before we go,
No
Shuma,
problem.
some of the give back initiative from NCCU. For the loans, we have the Golden Give Back Initiative, 15 members with 15 balances, with loan balances exceeding $100,000 will receive a cashback equivalent to 1.5 of the interest paid over the past 6 months.
Okay,
So this 15,
I'm trying to understand.
absorb
Yes, because I
it,
just said, let me
absorb.
go back and put my loan 200,000 to see. So let me understand that. So 15 of us.
With your loan balance exceeding $100,000,
So that could be more than 100,000.
more than 100,000, you'll receive a cashback equivalent to 1.5% of the interest paid over the past 6 months. Yes. So, you know, if you have a loan 200, 300, 400, 500, 600,000,
Right.
at 1.5, it would,
Right,
it would
but
go a long
it's
way.
1.5% of the interest that
paid,
they paid.
yes, over the
Okay.
past 6
6 months.
Yes.
Okay.
We also
Okay.
have for our new borrowers, so 50 new borrowers will receive cashback of $150 for every 100,000 loan value.
Yes,
Yes, so come on in for your 100,000.
So that's starting from
100.
when?
It starts, it's going on now, It has
That started when?
When we had the launching, we launched last
Okay,
week.
I just take my
last
little
week.
loan and to
The
know if
first, we launched the
if
first of this month.
Okay.
So, yes, and also the Golden Advantage loan, again for our elderlies. Because we've been to at our AGMs here, you know, the elderlies are alive and you don't get a loan after
True,
70,
it's true,
a loan
yes.
after. So, for our elderlies, a special character loan of up to $1,500. Members can apply for that from age 70 and above. So if you're 70 and above, because we are 15 years this year, we are giving you a loan of $1,500. And it's a character loan, which means no
It's
security
right,
is
it's
required.
based on your character.
Based on your character.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's share covered, no?
No, based on your character.
It's just character.
Just coming, yes, it's just
Just
character.
because you have good character, you have
Yes.
shown that you can pay back
You
your
can
loan.
pay back your loan.
Not
70
bad.
years and over, we cater to you.
Okay.
So just to remind the public that NCCU is still the premier financial institution. We are your community financial partner,
Partners.
helping you, grow your finances, providing educational services, business training. We have the whole works at NCCU. Come in, talk to us. If you cannot come upstairs, we have our member care success advocate on the ground floor who is always available to help, have a conversation, and to direct you accordingly. So we're with you 15 years this year, NCCU, and we love our members.
Okay, we love you too. Thank you so much, Nadine.
Yes, you're welcome.
We really do appreciate. And now we're going to call on our AA. It just happened to Chloe, our senior member, our senior NCCU member, so representing Dominica Cancer Society. We are making our annual, and you like a staple Cancer Society. So we are making our usual annual contribution. So many of our people have been affected with cancer. So feel free. We have our rep from Sagicor doing that presentation.
Oh, and Sagicor is one of our favorite
Yes.
insurance companies.
On behalf of our FIM partners, we would just like to present this again to the association for the lovely and tremendous work that you have been doing. Yes, Sagicor being one of the partners, we have always supported, and hopefully in the foreseeable future we will still be there. So,
Thank you so very much on behalf of the Dominica Cancer Society. As you all are aware, we are a not-for-profit organization Our areas of focus are providing financial support to individuals to meet the cost of cancer treatment, those in need. We also do a lot of education and advocacy on cancer prevention and care. We also provide psychosocial support to individuals affected by cancer and their family. We want to thank ECCB and all the partners for this annual amount that goes into the pot that we call our Cancer Care Fund, and this is what we use to assist individuals in need to meet the cost of cancer treatment. We do not want anyone who is affected by cancer to be already traumatized by a cancer diagnosis and still be wondering, how am I going to pay for this treatment? The treatment costs thousands of dollars. And so please refer them to us, let them come to us. We are there to assist, not just providing financial assistance, but also providing psychosocial support. Okay? Thank you so very much. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We wish no one had to get cancer at all. And so we focus a lot of our public education campaign on prevention. And so we want to encourage women and men too, because men do get diagnosed with breast cancer, to do your own breast self-examination, do your mammograms, do your health checks. Just ensure that everything is in order. And also live the best possible lifestyle you can to minimize occurrences of cancer. It's just too many, and so many young people are succumbing. We are extremely concerned about the late diagnosis that leads to individuals succumbing to the illness before they are even treated. So again, thank you so much, Financial Information Month partners. We appreciate you. We do not take this for granted. Thank you.
Welcome.
God bless you all.
And we're continuing with another FIM partner, Central Cooperative Credit Union. For those of you who are just joining us, this is our annual Financial Information Month discussion where all the FIM partners come together and share financial information to help you improve your financial journey. And tonight I'm joined by a representative of Central Cooperative Credit Union. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what CCCU has to offer.
All right, I'm Caleb Rodney. I am presently a representative, a loans officer from the Central Cooperative Credit Union. And we are all about our members, all about making our members better. And that has to be at the heart of every credit union. You heard NCCU spoke about that before. Presently, we're all about giving loans.
Yes, yes.
All about giving loans.
If you're following CCCU social media, you'll see that every season they become creative with how they package their loans for the season. So I'm excited to hear about that.
That is it. So presently we have the IndyCash loan, and that is geared towards independence. So we've heard that the corresponding banks are partnering with the festival and so on, and so we're partnering too. So you can come to us and you can get your IndyCash loan for whatever festival activity that you would like to do. We also encourage persons to come. You can get your festival tickets. You can, there are a lot of events. There are preferred events that's going on from now until the end of November, and it's expensive.
I know.
So it's expensive. So what we have done is that we have packaged a loan that extends for 4 years. So what it is that you want to have some fun right now, especially now in this very special time, the 25th anniversary. You can pace yourself. So you give you 48 months, you take $10,000 or whatever it is, and you have $265, that's the loan installment for $10,000.
$265
a month.
month.
Right, that's correct. What we have done, and that is the credit union way, is that we have attached a compulsory saving to that, which means that as you pay your loan, you have a savings plan, right? It does great things for you. So at the end of your $10,000 when you pay it, you can always opt to refinance it as well. But at the end of it, you will have a significant saving balance that you can take more credit, you can withdraw your savings, you know. So it makes you comfortable, especially with the credit union. And while you have that compulsory saving, enjoying interest as well.
Oh.
So it makes our members very confident, very comfortable that they can come and sit down with us, have a conversation, and they can get their credit and do well.
What I particularly like about the compulsory savings is, you know, you're paying down your loan and at some point you really just want to wipe out that loan.
That's true.
You can actually take the balance and
That's
pay
it.
off the loan and keep
That's it.
whatever is left.
That's correct. That's correct. So our members generally love that. We also have vehicle loans presently, and we have one of the lowest rate, if not the lowest rate on island, which is 7.9%. And it ranging for 10 years and younger.
Okay, let's hold on.
So, you know, most financial institutions will tell you, oh, you can have to get, the vehicle have to be 5 years and younger.
Right, because I was coming to that. The taxes and the duties right now on different vehicles,
voila.
it makes it more expensive for us to
Right,
have a vehicle.
but we make it comfortable because we understand that it's difficult. And we also extend the term beyond 5 to 7 years because it makes the vehicle loan a little more affordable for you. What you find is a lot of the financial institutions tie you down to 5 years, and it becomes more expensive because the vehicle loan has paid insurance, installment, and so on and so forth. So we recognize that our members need that kind of leverage. So we extend it to 7 years. We give you a low interest rate, which is at 7.9%, and we also extend the age of the vehicle, which is 10 years and younger.
So at CCCU,
right,
we can get an extended vehicle loan at 7.9%.
It's something like you need a beamer. You say that slowly, and I think you need a beamer. Come and speak to me directly. I'll give you my contact information and come and get a brand new beamer.
Yes, sir.
You and Miss Chuma as well. Right?
Right. So we have IndyCash. We
Right.
have the vehicle loan.
That's correct.
What else is available?
What else is available is also we have one of the lowest mortgage rates.
So everything is what CCCU.
That is it. That is it. That is it. Our mortgage rate is 4.75.
Oh.
4.75. And that is one of the lowest mortgage rates on island. That is fact. So you can fact check that. You can fact check that. Right? And what we have also done is, and we also have a drive of educating our members about credit and about loans. We also have 150,000 discounted. So what that means is that when you come to us, we ask you for less life insurance. Like NCCU, we also have coverage of 150,000. So once your loan is below $150,000, you are covered. We have insured that. What that does for you as a mortgage owner or mortgage holder is that it decreases the amount of life insurance that you have to get. Sorry, Mr. Dover. But, but it decreases the amount of life insurance that you have to get. We still encourage, and we partner with Sajiko very well. We still encourage you to speak to an advisor and get a life insurance policy that is for you, whether it's a term life or an endowment plan, that is for you. You discuss that with Mr. Dover and them. However, we have discounted. So, for example, if you were to take 300,000 as a mortgage, then you'd have to get 150,000 in terms of life insurance, which would make it more affordable for you as a mortgage owner, right? And what we also want persons to understand is that even with life, currently now, and you have a mortgage, there's life after death, and we have also spoken about that. Yes, so what we want, and we want members to understand, is that you put things in place that Luana Jr. wouldn't have to have a mortgage paying at 19. Right? So we want to ensure that you are very educated about what you need to do as it relates to your mortgage and your financial choices. So we encourage persons to come and sit down with us, and we give you free advice. Come and sit down with us, and we speak of finances, and we ensure that you take the right package that is for you. The credit union is about people. Credit union is about people in the community. And that is what is at our heart and driving us to create products that is consistent for the well-being of our members and that is consistent for the well-being of our community.
Yes. So we heard about, with NCCU, we heard that they have the Christmas Club. Do you guys have a Christmas
Yes, we
club?
do.
Okay.
We do. Truthfully, much products that they have that we offer it to. And there's cooperation among corporations, right? But a lot of our products are different in terms of how we apply it. But yes, we do have a Christmas club, and anybody can open a Christmas club. As a matter of fact, there are multiple sub-accounts that you can open. And we are currently looking for more of those accounts to be insurable. You heard Nadia spoke about the accounts being insurable. Yes, we also have insurable accounts, which means that, God forbid you pass away, that your account can be doubled, depending on your age, depending on how you die. There's variables that come into play, but it can be doubled. You have benefit from that. So your savings is insurable, as well as your loan for 150. So what we are currently working on is having more of those sub-savings. So persons, I spoke to a member the other day, and especially women, they want to have that account for that, that account for that.
We have an account for every
that
purpose.
account for that,
Yes.
right. Right, and they want to, so yes, we're currently looking at that regular savings or security savings or whatever you may call it is insurable, and other ones as well. So we also partner with insurance companies where we have what you call a FIP, Family Indemnity Plan. That has to do with, again, life after death.
Tell us about that, because
That has
I
to do
know
with life
a lot of
after
people
death as
don't
well.
know the importance of having that. Funeral expenses are
Voila.
very high.
That is it.
And the family indemnity plan can basically support the funeral expenses. And even, at that time you're grieving, you have to find
don't
money.
think about
You don't
that.
think about money.
That's
Tell us
correct.
about the FI.
So with the FIP, you are able to add family members to that package. There are various packages, up to 4 of them, and you can add your family member, your immediate family. So God forbid any one of those persons that you list dies, then you are entitled to remuneration based on the package that you have. What that does for persons is that, like you said, eases that particular time. So God forbid something happens to you, your husband, God forbid your husband, your partner, or whatever the case is, pass, you come to the credit union and then you request that endowment plan. And it's easy payments. 26, 40,
Yes, that's
50
small
to
contributions.
80.
Yes.
Those are the types of contributions that are being placed for that kind of a package. While we're on this, I also want to encourage members to update your information, because it's important. Update your beneficiary information, especially now as anything can happen to you. Sadly, we've seen a lot of young people passing away,
yeah.
but so it doesn't matter the age, and you feel like, when I get 50, when I get 60, I'll update my information. It's important now. Update your information, your beneficiary information, so that, God forbid, when you pass, what is your heart's desire will happen. So we have a lot of situations in the financial institution, in the credit union at Central, whereas persons do not update their member information. The beneficiary information are not updated. So you have situations like that.
So when something happens and they come to claim, that's more stress.
Correct is right. So we want to eliminate that stress. And we spoke about the diaspora earlier. And we currently we're going to be having meet and greet for our diasporans right at the former mapping building right next door to NDFD. So you can come to us and you can also find out how you can update your information, update your accounts away from the branch, so it's hassle-free. So you can come to us and you can speak to us, right? So because we have a lot of this going on, whereas we have accounts that are not updated, beneficiary not updated, your account run dormant. So we want you to come and fix that effective immediately.
Definitely. I know as we're wrapping up the discussion with the credit unions, I really want to encourage our listeners to, take advantage of the savings Christmas
That's right.
Club account.
That's right.
I remember I never had a savings. I couldn't keep $1 in an account, but the Christmas Club account, because it prevents you from withdrawing
That's
money,
right.
it was a great opportunity to save. And when it's Christmas time, you can do what you want with your money.
That's it.
The FIP, I use it as well as the first child in my family. I already know that I'm responsible for any funeral deaths. That's my insurance plan if they happen to go before me. So it's something to consider. As we wrap up, are there any last words you want to share with us?
Yes. What we encourage all our members to do, and our prospective members, is to come and see us. Come and speak to us. My name is Mr. Rodney. We have several officers that you can come and see and have a discussion with us about your next financial decision. We want to be a part of it. We want to help you grow. This is not just about the Fed. Yes, we have loans for the Fed as well. We have loans for long term. We have mortgages loans. We have vehicle loans. We have education loans as well. We want you to come and speak to us and get your proper financial choice right. All right? So that is my last words to everyone. And we encourage you guys to stay safe, enjoy the independence season, and do not forget Central Cooperative, your financial institution of
Thank you,
choice.
Mr. Rodney, for joining us.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so as we continue, we have 2 more FIM partners to speak with. We're just going to be joined by Mr. Cletus Joseph of the NDFD, and then we will close with Surgical. So as you heard from the night, you've heard from National Bank, you've heard from CCCU, you've heard from NCCU, you've heard from Republic Bank. And now we're being joined by leaders in small business financing and support.
You can read well,
The NDFD, and we're joined by Mr. Cletus, my apologies, Joseph, who will share with us a little bit of what NDFD is offering for our business owners. Welcome, Mr. Joseph.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Well, as you rightly said, we are the leader in small business financing and development. What I want to start off is our theme for Financial Information Month, from savers to investors. And what we can ask is, what's the importance, or why should we save and or invest? And essentially it boils down to future-proofing yourself, securing your future, ensuring that you can have a more comfortable life down the road. And yes, we need to have the fun, because it reduces our mental stress and everything else, but we also have to ensure that we prepare ourselves for the life that we don't know what it holds. All right, and I have aging parents, right? And I have to get used to my mom calling me every day, or my dad calling me, and every one of us would go through that. So we have to ensure that we are prepared to take care of that, and things are getting more costly. We spoke about the funeral, yes, and everything else. So what NDFD is about is to provide persons with an opportunity to help make an investment. And you would ask, what sort of investment is that? Yes. And one of the best investments that you can do, and if we go through it, yes, you can have a savings account at the credit unions, and NCCU has the MRA at 4%. Others have, but on average, the returns on a savings account is less than 2%, yes, right? Yes. Per annum, right? So that works out to a very small amount on a monthly basis. We also have other investment choices that you can have in terms of if you want to do an insurance policy for yourself, your family, that down the road you can benefit from it. All well and good. These pay off not too bad. But the issues of, like, if you can do things like online trading, that's becoming more and more popular, but these have their risks, mm-hmm, okay? And the higher the return, the greater the risk. We know that.
Definitely.
And we go down to NDFD can provide you the opportunity to start your own business, where you invest in yourself, or in your family, or in a pair, in your partner, whatnot. And when other financial institutions won't look at you because they think whatever you're getting into is too risky. Yeah. We at NDFD, we consider that, and we work with our clients to ensure that they can make that dream come true. And when it is struggling, when it is not working out as they desire, we are still there to work with you and guide you through, provide more capital if it is required to ensure that you make that dream a reality. So that's why we say we are the leader in small business, financing, and support.
So tell us a little bit about more of, I see you have business loans, green loans. This is one of the popular ones that I've been hearing a lot about. Tell us a little bit more about the services that you offer.
Okay, well, in terms of business loans, generally you have any business idea, you can come to us. So we can help you to fine-tune the plan to financing it and to help, so helping you in the operations of it, in terms if you need certain advice, if you need, you know, another opinion on something, or if you're really not sure what to do next because you did not expect what happened. So we do that. We are there to do that. So any business loan you're looking at, whether you want to do into manufacturing, into something services like tourism or any other service, education services, all of those things, agriculture, fisheries, anything, wholesale, retail, whatever you think of, we can help you to put that business. The green loans that we do, it's an initiative that we came up with in about we started in about 2017 with the help of the IDB, Inter-American Development Bank, where we scanned the environment and we came up with our green loans, and we provide financing, one of our best rates that we have at 8% on the reducing balance. But anything that helps to improve productivity in terms of the use of renewable energy or mitigation and adaptation technologies, then we finance these at that rate. So if a fisher wants to move to more energy efficient engines, so like let's say from the 2-stroke engine to the 4-stroke engine, we finance that under that.
Okay.
Now what you find from that is that most of the fishers, or all of them say, when they use the 4-stroke engines, they burn a lot less fuel because the engines are built differently. They're more efficient, so they benefit from that. So their returns can be higher from the investments that they make. They spend less on fuel per day, and hence they get to keep more of their sales that they do. We do that. In addition, if you want to change your household equipment to be more energy efficient, so you know everything right now, your inverter refrigerators, inverter AC units, energy efficient lighting like the LEDs, so we can help you transition to that.
So I don't have to be a business to apply for this loan?
No, you don't have to be.
Oh, tell us more about that, because I always thought you
also-
had to have a business in order to qualify.
No. We, particularly these green loans, and in fact, if you want to like improve your house in terms of retrofitting, making it more hurricane proof, this is part of adaptation.
Right.
So helping to improve our housing stock, that they can be more resistant to hurricanes and other adverse weather events. We can do that because in the end, what it does is that it provides you a more secure base to do everything else, rather than having a house roof blown off. You spend $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to reinforce it. So when a hurricane comes, then you can use monies that you would have spent otherwise on repairing the roof to do whatever else you need to do. So we can do that in terms of improving your energy efficiency in your house, your energy consumption. You know, those old refrigerators that raw and everything else. This is going out the window, so you want to transition to something that consumes less electricity, so your light bill will be lower, so we can finance that sort of investment that you want to make, again, in your future.
So you're not only supporting small businesses, you're supporting Dominicans
The
as well who
community
want
as
to
a
be
whole.
more resilient.
Oh, certainly, yes.
Yes,
And in terms of business support, we help. There's a basic record-keeping book that we provide to small business
Yes, a
owners.
lot of my clients use that.
Right,
yes.
so I heard you talk about that, the struggle that these persons have in terms of keeping their record. So it's basic, where they can just write their sales, their whatever expenses
very
they have.
straightforward.
Very basic
straightforward.
and easy for them to use. Even then, if some person's having difficulty in doing it, so we try to tell them, just write.
Just write.
Just write. And come back to us, and we
Yes.
can put it in the format that we need and that you can use to make decisions. So we do that. We have our officers who help them to analyze the information that is in there, to help them make decisions, and to even help them how to keep it. We train them how to use the book. You know, though it may be straightforward, but we do
You
that.
do a lot of hand-holding, yes.
Yes. In terms of training, we provide some basic business administration trainings, so in terms of marketing, in terms of the customer service, in terms of product development and all of those stuff, we help grow our clients through that. Over the past, let's say, 3 years or so, we worked with a lot of women in terms of helping them to develop their businesses, and then we did develop a special pilot project at the time, which we call the Agri Women Check and Grow. that help women to access up to $10,000 at 2%
Is that still available?
interest rates. We're trying to redesign and relaunch again because it was a pilot for a
So it's
period.
something to look out for.
It's something to look at for the relaunch of it.
Nice.
And our partners are on board with that. So we're looking to do that, but there are women who still benefit from it. So that is this. But that was a special project that some women really, really liked. You know, they got a grant part of it. There was a savings part, and we were trying to put an insurance part of it. So we have to fine tune that. That is one of the
So
parts.
something to look forward to.
Yes.
The one-stop shop.
Yes, certainly, for anything, small business and sustainability.
Nice, good to know. So as we close off this evening, before you leave, I mean, as the leaders in giving small businesses, you know, advice, what's one piece of advice that you would leave with them in Financial Information Month?
I'll give it to everybody. And we hear all of the products that are out there for helping you for the independent season or the carnival season or to do this, to do that. One thing we must always be cognizant of, it is easier to spend than to make, all right? So we always have to seek ways to increase the inflows for us. So when you take the loan to go and party for the period, that's the loan you have with you. But what did you do anything to help balance that
the scale.
outflow that you have? You had a big expense there, but then on a monthly basis, you have to come up with that set amount. And as reasonable as the financial institutions make it, it won't be at zero cost to them because they have to make money. All right, and you as a small business person, as a person, as an individual, you can decide, let me start. Sometimes we call it a hustle. Sometimes we call it a sideshow. We find all sorts of terms at it, but at least it can bring you some income. And we always should look forward to doing something like that. And where you can start is something that you like to do.
Yes.
Something that you're good at. And some people just start it and just promote it on their social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever. They get into sales and they decide, oh, there's a little thing here. So nothing wrong in trying it out. Not much risk in there. You need $1,000 or $2,000 to make an investment. You can come to us at NDFB and we can help you finance that.
Yes.
And then you can help build it and grow it from there. And you'll be surprised.
That's true because Finance Focus started as a hobby.
Oh, really?
So, and here we are.
And you're focused.
For sure.
Right, yeah. So that would be my advice to persons. Let's not just focus on just the big expenses and the COing. And I might have issues with that, but that's just my personal thing. But generally, I think it's something that everybody can take. Let us make an investment in ourselves. Let us make an investment with one of our siblings or our significant other, you know, another family
Collaboration.
member.
If you cannot do it by yourself, do it with somebody.
You have to make an investment of $10,000 to start off a business. You only have 8, or you can only get 8 from NDFD. Somebody can inject another 2,000, and you work out how it is. The word caution on that, though, is to ensure that upfront you lay out what it is that you expect from each other.
Terms and agreements.
Terms and conditions in the agreement. So when things start to go a little sour and you start to make money and you decide, okay, we had agreed that is 75% of the profits that come into me, I wouldn't get vexed because you seem to be getting, you getting equivalent of what you put in and what we agreed. There's just one thing that I did list. Just to persons, I know time and again we have very good schemes coming up that we have to be very careful with.
The circles.
As long as the circles and pyramids and all of that stuff. I tell people, one, if you didn't play Lotto, don't expect to win. So when you get the email telling you that you win $100,000, ignore it. Don't even respond. If you respond, just tell them, if you could find my email, find where my bank account is and just drop it there. In terms of making those circles, it is always going to crash.
If it's too good to be true,
Once
it's probably...
it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. So don't get caught away by it. You invest $100 and you get $1,000 back. I have never seen an investment that pays that.
Neither have I.
Right? So I'd like just to end on those things in terms of investing in ourselves and our future.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very much.
Mr. Joseph. And that was NDFD sharing a little bit on what's happening and what's coming for the foundation. And for our last interview of the evening, we'll have Surgical.
Okay, so we're here with Surgical. I can call him my family. Well, kind of Dover.
Yes.
I kind of put myself in the Dover family.
You need to not kind
I'm
of,
in the
you
Dover
need-
family
you need-
too,
you need-
because my daughter is Dover.
Yes, you
So I
do.
call it my family. So I'm going to start off Lenny. So it's okay to say Lenny.
That's fine.
I've been congratulating Lenny. It's like every time I put on the internet, call it those old people, when I put on the internet, I'm seeing Lenny won an award. Lenny is quarter of the year. Lenny is of the this, of the that. Tell us about that, first of all, and congratulations. Tell us.
Well, Shema, thank you.
Yes.
And you have always been a very good support for me, so
Yes.
I know when you say you appreciate it, I appreciate it more.
Right.
So thank you. Well, I've been in the insurance industry for 13 years now.
Okay.
All right. Interestingly, I started off as a cashier, and you know the words of a young man. He said to me, that's the only place you can stay. So find another job somewhere eventually. Get out." But the person that I am, I always grew up to go against the odds,
Right.
and it stuck with me growing up because that's what I learned from my mom. You know, and she always said, "Lenny, whenever you work, do it diligently, be honest, be truthful,
Right.
and do it unto God. Your rewards will come." So she grew that in me, and you know, so I always figure that as best as I work,
Right.
eventually my rewards will come whenever that is.
And the rewards coming, eh? And I will talk about my personal experience because I had to get insurance. Like I tell you, I have something with all my partners. I had to get insurance coverage for a property. It's compulsory with the banks.
Yes.
And you dealt with me, it was nighttime. It was nighttime, and he was on the phone, and we were talking and discussing. And then I said to him, "No wonder you just be employee of the quarter or whatever," because I saw it already. So that means you have been doing quite very well.
Well,
You don't want to share your secret.
For my secret is God, you know. There's no secret. My secret is God, and I mean, for the past 7 years, one of the things that I thrive on is service. And if I'm being honest, I go by the theme, you treat others how you want to be treated.
Okay.
So I often tell my customers, hey, I am there 24/7.
Wow.
But if I don't answer, it means I'm in a meeting or I'm sleeping. It's either one of them, right? But I will always get back to you. So
Right.
that is the kind of service that I provide. So you message me at 10, 11, 12. I actually was on a call after one of the mornings. So that's what I want back. So I always give it,
Right.
right? And there's something saying that, you know, you plant the seed, but you don't always get to see the tree bear fruit. So it may not be reciprocated back to me in today's day and age, but the future generations to come
Right.
may get that.
Right.
Okay, so we continue to provide it. I continue to provide that service, and that's for my generation. So it's just me creating a generation for the future.
So I'm happy I get to interview you because I met you and I said, "Lenny, I wanted to interview you." And it just so happened that Brenton is unable tonight, and he said, "Lenny will do." I said, "See the universe. Look, you're right there."
God's plan.
Now, we talk about insurance.
Yes.
I'm not there to push people and tell them to get insured, get insured. I'm going to try to get you to explain certain things. While I was on vacation, I did reading a lot on insurance and doing some insurance courses and so on, just to kind of get familiar. And I came across a lot of terms that I will ask you to explain. But tell me, what do you all do at Sagicor?
Well, at Sagicor, we do life insurance. We do medical insurance, or if some call it health insurance.
Right.
We also do what you call general insurance. So under that general bracket, you talk about building insurance, whether it be your personal building, your commercial building, your contents.
Okay.
Right? And some of us who actually renting apartments. We have invested so much in the furniture, the fridge, but we don't enjoy it.
Very true.
So you can actually insure those things because they
Contents.
belong to you.
Okay.
And for those of you who don't know, you're going to know now that yes, Surgical also insures luxury boats.
Luxury what?
Boats.
Oh, boats.
Yes, so there's the yachts, you know, thank God the marina coming.
Okay.
So when it comes and you buy them big boats, remember to come to Surgical because we do that as well.
Okay.
And for even under construction, so you have contractors who doing buildings and,
Right.
you know, hurricane may come, earthquake may happen, land slippage may happen, which cause damage to your building.
Right.
We will insure under construction as well.
Okay.
Right? Theft, burglary, all of those things. So it's your one-stop shop. The only thing we don't insure right
Is
now
vehicles.
is vehicles.
Okay, because
And
that was the question.
Note I say right now, eh?
Right now, because
now.
it can come later on.
Well, if it come, then the rest of the industry in trouble with Surgical.
Okay, so we have our life insurance. So we know the reason for, well, for some of us, we insure our property because it's a requirement when we are on the loan. For some of us, it's because it's a requirement on the loan.
Yes.
For others of us, there's a benefit to insuring your property, and tell us why.
Well, Shums, the concept of insurance is to put you back where you were
Right.
before the disaster. So when you insure your property, you need to ensure that, one, you have an up-to-date valuation, because I'm sure we've heard the term a lot about under-insurance.
insurance.
So you need to ensure that you have insured and bring us a proper, fresh valuation, at least under 3 years, to ensure that your
okay.
property value is within the market standards.
Okay.
So that would mean that in the event that, God forbid, there was some loss to property or damage to property, we want to bring you back to where you were before the loss.
Right.
So that is the concept of insurance. It's transferring the risk from your savings. We had all the banks and the credit unions talk about savings, right?
Yes.
But you still want to protect that savings.
Right.
So you're transferring the risk from your savings onto
the insurance
company.
Lenny, like, we want to have the property, right? We want the property to have a lot of value. But let me tell you that every time it comes to, which just happened to me today, one property, the insurance expired, and I had to get it revalued
Yes.
and all that. And I almost like torn between, I don't want a high value now, but I want a high value property. But it's like, I know when the value is higher, I pay more insurance.
Well, you see, like this popular Booyah band here says, we want to have the kick and we still want to eat it. Problem is we don't want to pay for it.
Right.
So we're willing to give you the kick to eat, but it comes at a cost.
At a cost, yeah.
You understand? So that's the whole idea of having property insurance or building insurance. It's to bring you back to
Where you
where you
so the
were
higher the
prior
value,
to.
the more you might pay.
Yes.
And then the other thing is that sometimes we add on, so I did this, I improved that.
And it's very interesting, you know. Shoma, the slightest thing you add, it brings up the value.
Plenty.
Okay? So a lot of us, we actually just attach garages to our houses. And we figure, I'm not going to check that, that's fine.
Right.
You have just increased the value of your property by just adding the garage. Okay? So these are the things that you need to pay attention to. It's just these little things actually increase your value.
And it's amazing how you spend $20,000 or $30,000, let's say paving the front,
Yes.
erecting walls, and how much value the property getting just out of that, you know, little investment.
A lot of value.
So you would tell for those of us that do not want to pay a lot of insurance, you would tell us, value your property correctly and insure your property fully.
Insure it fully.
Right.
Insure
Okay.
it fully.
In case
So
something
we,
happens.
we can avoid the whole on-insurance conversation.
Right.
As long as you have a proper and detailed
Valuation.
and you insure to the maximum.
Okay. So that's for property.
Yes.
Now you all also do health
And
and life. Which one you'd like to tackle first?
we can tackle any one of them, shows.
Okay. So in terms of, let me talk about the disability. Because there are some things I have interest in. So, so the disability one, if we're insured with surgical and A is insured with surgical, becomes disabled, has insurance, disability insurance, what does that cover?
Well, we can be disabled in two ways. We can be disabled, God forbid, in the event of an accident, or we can be disabled in the event of an illness.
Okay.
So we talk about the critical illnesses as
Right.
we talk about the cancers,
Cancer.
the heart attack, the strokes, and so on.
Okay.
We have plans to cover that specifically.
Okay.
So you can actually come in, and what the plan is set to do is in the event of diagnosis of one of the plan, we actually cover 21 illnesses.
Oh, wow.
We cover a lot.
That's a critical illness.
The critical illness.
Okay.
So if you're diagnosed with any of the 21 illnesses, then what that plan is set to do is pay you a lump sum.
Right.
And now, disclaimer, sometimes I just tell people, if the doctor says you're going to die in 2 weeks, and you always wanted to take a cruise, take your disability,
I'm going
your
to take
critical
a
illness,
cruise.
I'm going to take a cruise. Because doctor tell you you're going already.
Yeah, yeah.
But in all seriousness, a lot of us end up with these critical illnesses, and loss of income is the issue.
Yeah.
Right? We can no longer work, we cannot function as we should. But guess what? We still have our mortgages to pay, some of us. We have our light bills to pay, and in some instances we have children going to
to
school
take care
still.
of.
Right? So how are we going to replace that income in the event of that unforeseen circumstance?
Right.
So that is what the critical illness is built to do. It is built to replace your income so that whilst you are out and unable to work, you take care of your medical expenses and still your mortgage expenses, your
other
day-to-day bills and your
expenses.
ordinary expenses.
No, there's one called Keyman Insurance.
Yes.
And that is for people that they're the key person in their
In
business.
their business.
Encourage a business owner now. You're the key person in your business. Tell them why it's important to have Keyman Insurance.
Well, Sherms, honestly, Keyman Insurance is life insurance, right? And why I put it as that is because life insurance, the term we use now is love insurance.
Oh, wow.
So, if I were to put it that way, if you love your business and you want to ensure that your business continues even in your absence,
Right.
then you need Keyman Insurance.
Keyman Insurance.
Because what's going to happen is you pass as the main focal point of the business, right? You were the one who was doing the marketing, you were doing the everything for the business. But guess what? If you go, your business have to hire somebody or multiple persons to replace you. How are they going to pay those persons if they don't have the finances to do so?
Right.
Right? So the Keyman Insurance provides that cushion, that level of income protection for the business, where when they hire persons, they can now pay persons to do what you were doing to keep the business going.
So it will take care of the business overheads.
Yes.
All right, so that's the Keyman Insurance. Now, there's another term I came across when we were doing the life insurance course. There was something they spoke about riders.
You do plenty study.
I on vacation and I there reading up. And I like, oh, when I go, I must talk to Lenny. So there was something called riders.
Yes.
So tell us what riders are. So I come for insurance.
Yes.
And what rider can I get? When they say rider, what does rider means? Or provisions?
Well, right. So two different words, riders or provisions, but mean the same thing.
Right.
What it is actually an additional benefit to your life insurance policy.
Right.
Right? In our case, we have it as accidental death and dismemberment, and also total disability.
Okay.
Right? What the accidental death and dismemberment covers, it means that in the event that you were to die as a result of an accident. Now, accident there, we're not just talking about vehicle accident.
Okay.
You could be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and in some cases, something could fall and literally cut you.
Right.
And God forbid you bleed
Yeah.
out. That's also accidental.
Right.
So we're not only speaking of vehicle. But what that means is in the event that you pass, as a result of that, in most cases we have double what you're covered for under the life insurance policy. Right?
Okay.
The minimum you could take is less than 100. You can take up to lowest 25,000.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the maximum you will take is only level with your life insurance coverage. So that's the maximum that you will take.
For the rider?
For the rider.
Okay.
Now, it also comes as when you talk about the dismemberment. God forbid that you lost an arm, a leg, as a result of an accident. Then that rider is expected to pay you out either 50% of the sum insured, providing that you lose one limb,
Right.
or the full sum insured, providing that you lose both limbs.
Right.
But we get down to the interesting part. You get 25% if you lose your index finger your firm, or your toe. Right? Why 25%?
They really cut it. Because you can still work without them.
You can still work without them,
Right.
but you also need them.
Okay.
So we will give you that little, because remember, if you lose your big toe, you off balance on the side, you know.
Oh, wow.
You have a little problem. So we will still give you 25%. And for any other finger, we give you 7.5% payout of this summer shot. Okay?
So tell me.
But it doesn't end here.
Oh.
No, it doesn't end here, Sherma. Because what if you have the accident and you became totally disabled for life?
What if?
What if? Our plan pays you a monthly income for 5 years, which means at the end of the 5-year period, you would have received the total sum assured of the accidental death benefit.
Okay.
So if your coverage is 500,000, at the end of 5 years, you would have received
Your 500,000.
Okay? But it has to be proven that you are disabled for life
Right.
as a result of that accident that you had.
Okay.
Okay? And we have, last but not least, the waiver of premium.
Yes, I know that one.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you're totally disabled for 6 consecutive months,
Right.
now, disclaimer, we're hoping that you've been paying your policy, yeah?
Well,
For those 6 months.
yes.
Because bear in mind, Social Security will still be paying you for your 6 months on sick leave, and you will still be getting your employer's portion.
Right.
Okay? So in light of this, as long as you've been paying your policy for those 6 months,
Yeah, you
what
can
we would do
benefit.
is refund you the 6 months payments, provided that you are totally disabled, meaning you cannot work. Now, I want to be very specific. Any form of work that brings income, if you cannot do that, that is what total disability is.
Okay.
So
Okay.
don't be sitting on your couch sewing and selling, and we find out we'll catch you.
Okay.
That's a form of income. So
Yes.
you just
yes.
cannot do
We're
anything.
just unable to work.
We will refund you the 6 months and take over paying the policy for as long as you are
remain
alive,
disabled.
or as long as you remain disabled.
Okay.
If you come off of disability, then you start back paying your policy from
Right.
where we stopped off.
Okay, so Lenny, what are some of the reasons you get why people do not purchase, I don't want to say purchase, do not get, but it's paying for it, life insurance coverage?
Well, apart from the, God forbid, being declined based on your
Well, yes.
medical history, you have what you call persons right now saying that they cannot afford
Right.
and things are hard. But Sherms, you would be surprised that when we sit down and we do a financial analysis with them, it can come from somewhere. The question is where? Because oftentimes we spend a lot on doing crazy things,
Yeah.
right? And what we deem to be a need, it is not really a need. And I'll give you a joke on myself. When I started 13 years ago, and my manager was encouraging me to get insurance, I was a disbeliever. I didn't believe in that. I said, I don't interested in that. But then she gave me the rundown. My mom being a mother of 4, and I'm, like Luana said earlier, the oldest one. So I'm the responsible one, right?
Right.
So she brought that to my attention as a young person at that time. But I said, I still cannot afford it. So she asked me, how do you get to work? I said, I take bus. Then you live in Goodwill. Like a little fast food now and then. When she do the calculation, she say, but look at the amount of money. You're taking bus from Goodwill, you can walk, and you're still eating outside.
Exactly.
So Sherms, as a responsible young man, I don't stop the bus now, I just stop eating outside. So I just stopped eating outside because my mother was still cooking, so eating outside was just me spending money.
Right.
And my first policy cost me $75.
Imagine that.
You understand? But I thought I couldn't afford it.
Exactly.
But I did. And
exactly.
to this date now, I have 5 of them going. So
wow.
You will start somewhere.
Start somewhere.
But you have to come in and speak with us to do an analysis, and we can help you find that little extra money.
And especially, and what I know for myself, when I took the insurance earlier, I was paying so much less because I was younger and stronger and everything. And now that I want it at an older age, it's like I'm paying more. I mean, I still feel all and it's reasonable. But, the younger you take the insurance, the smaller the payment.
These are the factors, The younger you take it, the healthier you are.
Right.
The boy, Shoma, is working well for you in terms of premiums, right? And, as you mentioned that, interestingly, we have had a lot of young persons, and you see online, Google, and give that to the young persons. Then now they're in that. So they don't just come in and sign for you again. They want to know all the little investment tips they can get before they come, so they Google it already.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So we have a lot of persons who are actually
Coming
opening
in.
up their minds and
Very
coming in
good,
to speak
very
about,
good.
you know, the importance of insurance at young ages now.
Right. But I would like to encourage, like, if you are thinking of having your own home,
Definitely.
building a house, the younger you are to take your policy, the
Yes.
easier it would be, and the cheaper it will be.
Yes.
And
we,
then
we don't use cheaper, the more
affordable it will be. Now, I want you to just, as we wrap up, because we are
Yes.
wrapping up, the importance of health insurance. I am seeing so many young people, and particularly women, men and women, but particularly women of childbearing age, who would forego having health insurance, but have everything else. You're talking about the hair and the nails and the this and the that and the VIP and the FET. Speak to these people, because I can say what health insurance has done for me. I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to the young people about health insurance.
Terms, and you see, that is the thing that, you know, we want to encourage. The fact that you can see what it does for you or what it did for you, that's what we want to encourage. Because a lot of us, we see the GoFundMes, but we come to realize that a lot of persons pass before the GoFundMe marks.
Right.
You understand? Now, how would you feel knowing that you had an opportunity?
Thank
You had a conversation. And health insurance, we start at $90, $95.
Exactly.
That's a month, right?
Exactly.
You have persons under 50 paying $101 a month for health insurance, right? So how would you feel knowing that if something happens to you or your sister or you just have to lie down there and depend on somebody else to take care of you? Health insurance is there to protect you, your family, and guess what? It also protects your savings, right?
That's right.
Because we've been talking about savings all night. And I'm not sure if many of us know the basic cost to be airlifted out of Dominica.
Tell us that.
Because we've been seeing that, right? It's been rampant now. As soon as you get an accident, everybody wants to fly. But just to go to Martinique, it's about 20,000 US dollars, right? Now, question is, how many of us have that saved sitting down in a bank?
We don't. Not many of us.
Not many. No,
That's just the airlift. That's not even medical
So
yet.
interestingly, you can pay for the airlift, but what about when the plane or the helicopter put you down by
In
the hospital?
Martinique, and they want something to see
You
something.
have to present
before.
another bank draft to show that you have money.
Yeah,
And if you don't have the money, they're going to send you back.
that's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So to avoid all of that and to avoid your family from having to go on the financial strain for medical expenses, just for your sake, get medical insurance.
And just that small.
Just that small.
Because it's better you have
$95
something, a base,
than have nothing
than
at
have
all.
nothing at all.
Yes.
So just make the sacrifice, at least for this financial information month.
That's it.
We would really like to call on young people, women, men, get some kind of medical coverage.
Yes.
You have to. And we're here with Sagicor. But I'm not saying you have to take it with Sagicor, because we have other
We have others.
insurance
We have
partners.
others. Yes.
So shop around, check what Sagicor have, check what the other partners have. But all we would like for you to do is to get some kind of medical coverage.
Yes.
So I'm giving you the last say
Well,
to wrap up. Anything else you want to tell the general public?
well, the general public, and I just want to touch on the whole investment aspect of things.
Yes, no
right?
problem.
Some of us feel like life insurance is an expense, but that is how we create generational wealth.
True.
We build it, and we build it for the children and the children's children. And, you know, that's how we do it.
Yep.
But interestingly, we have all grown up with the notion that life insurance is for only when you die.
Yes. we
Now,
have.
that has changed. We have young persons who are now developing new things, new minds. So life insurance now, we have what you call 15, 20, 25-year endowment plans.
Right.
Right? Where you pay a fixed amount every month, but at the end of that period, you get a lump sum payout. Right? And our minimum coverage is 100,000. Can you imagine that? So it's 100,000, 15 years you pay, on average you probably pay about $400 a month, $480 a month. But you get back almost 3/4 than what you put in. Right? So it's a very lucrative investment, I would call it.
You all have annuities?
We do. And we actually have, our annuity works in 2 ways. You could either do a lump sum payment,
Right.
minimum 10,000. So you just dump that and you leave it. Because our interest on our annuity is 3.75%
Okay.
per annum. Or you could do it as a monthly installment, where the minimum installment monthly is $100. So we have options there where persons can come through and put their investments into play. They can put things to work for them. And the younger you are, as we mentioned earlier,
Yes,
the
the
better
better.
for you. Okay? And we have heard the credit unions spoken about the mortgages, the terms. I tell persons, yes, there is 150 for the mortgage. And I love that initiative.
Right.
What about the rest?
Right.
Okay, so
That's
that's
where
why
the insurance comes in.
that's why Mr. Rodney mentioned earlier that they partner well with us, because the persons come for the rest, but it's not just the rest. You also have to think of, yes, the house is paid off, the mortgage is paid off, but there will be living expenses. Now, if your income is not coming in your household, think of you.
Right.
What happens to the children
True.
if your income is lost?
True.
Okay? So we have to put all those things into perspective, but that's why you speak with us.
Right.
So you come in, speak with any one of our advisors at Surgical. We are at 44 Hillsborough Street, or on, what is it, Harbour Lane, that's the main lane,
Posse?
in Portsmouth. Yes, we have office in Portsmouth too.
Yes, yes. I just know it Posse.
We're in Portsmouth too. Or
Okay.
call 440-2562 and ask to speak to any one of our advisors.
Right.
We are
So,
there for you.
thank you so much. I really
a
hope that
pleasure.
session give people an open mind towards insurance. At least just go in and speak.
Yes, just to
Especially
speak,
if
just
you
to
have young children, if you're planning on building your own home, you need insurance. And for your health, you need insurance. Make that sacrifice and get health insurance at least.
Sherms, they can insure their babies too. I didn't tell them that.
Oh, babies too?
Yes.
Like an endowment plan on
You
them?
can insure them for an endowment plan as low as 0 years old.
Oh, wow.
Meaning 2 weeks. Yes, we've done, I hear you, what we? But
And
yes.
so like
Yes.
an endowment plan up to 20, I can pay for them
Yes.
until 6,
So you
18,
could do
20.
15. So those of us who want to send them to
Right, and then
pretty
give them that
universities.
money.
Yes. So we have
Okay.
the 15-year plan, the 20-year plan that you can do that for them.
Right.
As soon as they're born.
And then at 20, you, okay,
I've
I have
insured
your
it.
money there to send you
I hear you
to.
what, but I've insured a 2-week-old child.
Okay,
It's
so
possible.
Luana Junior.
Luana.
So, okay. Twice in a night. So
I think
we're
you're saying
wrapping
something,
up.
Luana.
Let me tell you, thank you. I'm happy I got the opportunity to
It's a
interview you.
pleasure.
Continue doing the great work, and I will continue saying congrats, Lenny, congrats,
Thank you, I
Lenny.
appreciate it.
And so thank you, viewers, for tuning in to another Financial Information Month discussion, and just tune in to all our activities throughout the month. Thank you very much, Emonews, and a good night to Emo viewers. Thank you.
This is the financial partnership. We thank you for viewing.